Welcome back. Is this how everything's gonna go?
Motherfucker, it's because we always get drunk.
We're gonna.
Welcome to Bikes and Beers.
I'm Ryan. This is Josh. Fucks up every line. Welcome to.
Are we doing it at the same time? Welcome to Bikes and Beers.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Josh. We're going to talk about the 2018 Santa Cruz Nomad versus
the 2018 Hightower LT.
So first, we're going to talk about the descending of both bikes. I was on the Nomad all day yesterday.
Shopping the Hightower there.
The Nomad 100% feels like a downhill bike.
Hightower's like almost a hardtail. Felt like a 29er cross-country bike is what it felt like.
Okay. Disclaimer. Ryan and I both come from downhill backgrounds.
Fucks everything up.
Yeah, we come from downhill backgrounds, so both riding motocross, then switching over to downhill mountain bikes.
None of this little climb on the stuff, right around.
Good for everybody.
For everyone except for cross-country riders.
Fuck
out of here.
If you wear Lycra, I would unsubscribe now.
Out.
If you wear Lycra, probably
Chamois
just get
are
out.
On the edge.
Chamois are kind of, it depends on how long your rides actually are. If you
like your mom.
If you drink Starbucks before the rides, there's an issue here.
Not for you.
The Nomad, insanely plush. That bike, trail bikes, I've learned over the years, are more, when you're descending, you have to be very conscious of line choice. It's a little bit harder on a trail bike to really point it, shoot it, let go of the brakes, and just let it float. Coming into any sort of technical section, any steep sections, lean back, let off the brakes, and that bike handles everything that my downhill bike does. And it's really kind of a new feeling because you are riding technically an enduro bike. Throw an angle set, slack that Nomad out by 2 degrees, and you have yourself a downhill bike. Straight up, it's a downhill bike with a dropper post and a 12-speed drivetrain. What about descending for the Hightower LT?
To me, it just feels like it bounces around too much. Like, it feels like you really can't point and shoot like we were talking about. You really have to be very conscious of where you're putting that tire.
Did it deflect much off of rocks? Like if you're coming to rock gardens, would it really soak them up, or did you feel like
I felt like I was bouncing the whole time.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, every time I smacked anything, I just felt like I could have been the tune, it could have been something else, but I just never felt.
So that seems to be the big thing about 29ers nowadays, their ability to really roll over everything versus deflecting off of everything like a 27.5 does, which
I don't know.
In my opinion, it's you scoot back 3 years and 26 is still a big thing, and now everybody's all about the 29er game. For some people, I think 29ers suit them better. For me, I personally cannot ride a 29er.
How tall are you?
So I'm only like 5'5.5", and I weigh 125 pounds with gear on. That's like fully loaded down with gear. And 29ers, yeah, I seriously I can't touch even on a small size frame. It's just 29-inch wheels are too much for me to handle. I can't move around on the bike. Let's talk about climbing, because that seems to be a big thing for everybody on climbing.
Good God, if you climb, get the Hightower, because that thing, whole time...
Get the Hightower.
The best way I could describe it is sitting down, riding down the road.
Yeah.
And just anything you climb, you just put a little bit of push in it.
It seemed effortless for you. Absolutely effortless.
It was just the whole time didn't even break the sweat.
Wait, let's put into perspective first. So generally speaking, no offense, because I love you and you're my brother. Yep. I smoke Ryan on the climbs always.
I'm dying.
Yeah, I drop Ryan on the climbs. So the Nomad does not climb. It really does not climb. If you're climbing mellow fire roads, it will hang on a mellow fire road, right?
Barely.
If you get into really steep grades, technical climbing, the Nomad just you can't. It does not climb. So overall, who do I think the Nomad is best for. I really think it's best for the downhillers out there that
Want to pedal up fire roads.
Want to pedal up a fire road that's a mellow fire road. Technical climbing does not work on technical climbing. Steep fire roads doesn't work on steep fire roads. If it's a mellow fire road, you can't get a shuttle. You ride bike parks. I mean, the Nomad's the bike for you. What about the Hightower?
With the Hightower, man, I would really say people that are already in the 29er game, that would definitely be someone moving from, I'd almost say a hardtail or a short travel 29er, trying to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to really kind of get into that more enduro DH style riding, you know, really pushing it.
Trying to keep up with the Nomads.
Yeah, trying to keep up with me.
Yeah. So if you're like a weekend warrior that really likes to go and put in 40 miles on a day, really likes being in the saddle,
that is the bike for you.
The Hightower LT is a good bike to,
I would say more rolly kind of terrain, you know, kind of down and up.
Not so much like technical.
Not so much straight up and straight down. Yeah. You know, super rock garden. Stuff like that.
So we hope you guys liked our video on the 2018 Santa Cruz Nomad and Hightower LT review. Make sure to like,
comment,
subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications.
And follow us on Instagram at
Easton282
and Ryan_Shreds27.